The National Hockey League was brimming with amazing players in 2023. Each and every one of them was unique in their own way. One player was truly remarkable since he scored 50 goals in the span of just one championship season. We will talk about it later in this video. That's not just him, there are a lot of ambitions there. Now that the year 2023 is ending, let's discuss the best NHL players of 2023. Let's go! Number 1. Connor McDavid. McDavid is a true generational talent in an era when that phrase is used too often. Here's one of two, maybe three players whose hype was justified upon their entry into the NHL. He's averaged roughly 1.5 points per game throughout his career. He's already a 3-time MVP at 26 years old, and he scored 100 points or more 6 times in his first 8 seasons, falling 3 points short in the COVID-shortened 2019 to 2020 season. Injury prevented him from scoring points in his debut season and also from winning the Calder. The seemingly easy manner in which he skates past everyone on the ice to create chances and score goals is astounding, and he is a one-of-a-kind athlete who can do so. Taking a penalty against the Oilers with McDavid on the ice almost always results in a goal, despite this year's troubles. What's even more incredible is that as the game has been more open in recent years, McDavid's ability to take over games has grown stronger. It's mind-boggling that he established career highs in goals 64 and points 153 last season, and it's unbelievable to imagine he could do even more. He's the best in a league full of elite talent, and the way he does it puts him in his own universe. Number 2. Nathan MacKinnon. It's strange to forget about MacKinnon at times, which is strange to say about one of the league's finest players. MacKinnon has 553 points in 409 games over the last 6 seasons. He is one of the league's fastest skaters, and he plays with a kind of competitive edge that makes coaches envious. MacKinnon's ability to make plays and score goals not only elevates him among his peers, but it also helps lift his teammates up to his level. It's stunning to watch MacKinnon use his speed to cut through defenses to get to the net, or find an open teammate for a shot, just as it's inspirational to watch him digging around the net and use his body to force opponents out of the way. With his all-around skill set, MacKinnon represents the current ideal of what it means to be in the NHL. Number 3. Matthew Tkachuk. Tkachuk would have been in the top 25 based just on his offensive credentials, but everything else he does elevates him to the top 5. Tkachuk is a difference maker all over the rink, from the physicality of his game to how he motivates his teammates by charging the net or taking on an opponent's big-time player. He's earned over 100 points in each of the last 2 seasons, and he's scored 30 or more goals 3 times. He's scored 40 or above the last 2 times he tried it. He's a throwback player who clearly follows in the footsteps of his father, Keith, with the way he plays around the net, using his body and fearlessness to chase after pucks and opponents alike. The fact that he helped lead the Panthers to the Stanley Cup final a year ago demonstrates how important he is to the team and who he is as a player. He is an extraordinary talent, whether you like him or not. Number 4. Cale Makar. It says something about Makar's talent that he placed 3rd in Norris voting last season despite missing 22 games due to injury. Of course, his body of work in the 60 games he played, in which he had 17 goals and 66 points, did the most of the lifting, but it demonstrates the great respect he's earned since entering the league in the 2019 playoffs. He has 261 points in his first 250 games in the league. He won his first Norris Trophy 2 seasons ago with 28 goals and 86 points. He also won the Conn Smythe Trophy as postseason MVP after helping the Avalanche win the Stanley Cup. It's amazing what he's accomplished in such a short period of time, and how a player of his caliber and ability has fundamentally changed how clubs and coaching staff see play from the blue line. Many more clubs are being more proactive with their defensemen in the attacking zone in order to replicate what Makar has done for Colorado. The significant catch is that neither of those teams has Makar. If you are still watching the video, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Number 5. Auston Matthews. It is difficult not to be impressed with Matthews' talent, which has made Toronto's postseason struggles all the more perplexing. Matthews is a goal-scoring machine who, when healthy, is probably the NHL's most unstoppable player. With his stature, speed, and skill set, he can shoot past goalies from anywhere on the ice, dive in around the net for loose pucks, and tip shots from defensemen past opposition goalies. Matthews has never had a season with fewer than 34 goals in his career, pandemic or not. He's scored 40 goals or more 4 times, and he led the NHL with 60 goals 2 seasons ago. He won the Rocket Richard by scoring 41 goals in 52 games during the COVID-shortened 2020 to 2021 season. He's spent his entire career accumulating goals and points, and now that he's 26, it appears that we're going to witness his greatest years. Number 6. Leon Draisaitl. Nothing brings people together more than goals, and Draisaitl thrives at both scoring and creating goals. It may appear that the Oilers have 2 elite-level offensive weapons, but what Draisaitl does on the power play to make it such a game-crushing moment for opponents to take a penalty against them is out of this world. Draisaitl has 107 goals in the last 2 seasons, with 56 coming on the power play, including an incredible 32 with the extra man last season. It is incredible that he scored so many goals disproportionately to his even strength output of 19, but Draisaitl isn't just a power play weapon. He's scored 100 points or more 4 times in his career, including a career high of 128 last season, when he followed only teammate Connor McDavid in scoring. Even in today's high-scoring NHL, offensive forces like Draisaitl are exceedingly rare. Number 7. Juuse Saros. What's remarkable about Saros' ascension in Nashville is that he's done so in the aftermath of renowned Predators goalkeeper Pekka Rinne's retirement. It would have been difficult for many players to try to walk out of Rinne's shadow, but what Saros has done since taking over the starting role is truly remarkable. He went from being one of the finest backups in the NHL to an elite-level starter in the blink of an eye. He has a career save percentage of .919 and 21 shutouts in just under 300 games played. He's finished 6th, 3rd, and 4th in Vezina, voting the last 3 years, and his performance last season may have been his best ever. He led the Predators back into the postseason race after losing many important players to injuries and trades, going 33-23-7, with a .919 save percentage while playing the most minutes and facing the most shots in the league. With Saros only 28 years old and a goaltender's aging scale skewed somewhat older, it's difficult not to believe he's just getting started as one of the league's finest. Number 8. Jason Robertson. It's always great to see young players arrive in the NHL and establish themselves as scoring forces. When Dallas's Robertson achieved that 2 years ago at the age of 22, it sent a message that the Stars were going to be a problem for everyone in the West. In 2021 to 2022, Robertson scored 41 goals and had 79 points in 74 games, earning MVP votes as he helped the Stars return to the playoffs after a year away. Last year, he followed it up with an even more spectacular 46-goal, 109-point campaign that put him 4th in MVP voting. His defensive game was equally spectacular as his offensive skill. Robertson's growth as a great two-way player, notably his ability to score goals, propelled him to the forefront of the Stars' offense. He's perhaps the best scorer on a squad that has a lot of talented scorers. Dallas will have yearly cup ambitions with Robertson leading the way. So, what are your thoughts related to this video? Let us know in the comments below. Before leaving, make sure to subscribe for more NHL videos like this. Until next time.